This is the Hall sternal saw. I'm going to go over how to put this together and then how to take it apart. Inside each Hall sternal pan there is a handle, the nut that goes into here that secures the blade to the handle, your blade, wrench, blade guard, and your hose. A lot of times this nut is already on the handle here. It goes on right here. Just in case it's not, you just want to slide it on here and then thread it on. Go till it's a little snug and then back it off just a little bit so that you can fit your blade on there. So your blade then just slides in to right here. So it just slides in. You want to make sure it slides in all the way. You don't want it left out a little bit or anything. All the way in. And then this nut has a flat edge on both sides that this will then slide over onto. So tighten this down till it starts to get snug. And then a little bit more just to make sure it's tightened on there really well. Okay? Pull back on your collar here so that you can seat your blade guard onto here. Okay, so that goes on. I'm going to pull back so that that can then snap on, just like that. Okay, so pull back so it seats on. Okay, and then to hook this hose up to here, you'll see a little nub on each side. That's where the open channel here on your hose wants to slide onto. So just push in and to the right, pull back to make sure it's on there good. Okay? And this part here gets passed off to your circulator. They will then hook this up, and if you happen to find that it's not connecting well, you can always mess with this just a little bit, move it like that, and then it should lock on tight. Okay? And you want to turn up the pressure to around 120 to 150. Flick this to on, and then pull the trigger here to test it. Always put it back on safe when you're not using it. Okay? Then to disconnect, you see the little arrow right here, possibly. Okay? So you want to hold this part with your hand and move that arrow towards you. And that disconnects it. And the rest of the saw is just in reverse. Push in here and to the left, just like you're unscrewing something, and pull that out. Pull back on your collar here to remove your blade guard. Take your wrench, slide it back over that nut, and turn to the left to loosen it a turn or two. And that removes the blade. This goes in your sharp spin then, it's disposable. If you happen to need one of these and it doesn't come up in your pan for some reason, open heart center core, we should have them in our center core at all times. And then in Gerlach center core on the trauma cart, there should also be a blade like this in case you need one. The same for the wrench. We should have the wrench in peel pack in the open heart center core and also on the trauma cart in the Gerlach center core. That is the Hall sternal saw setup and takedown.